Good morning, lovies. I am going to take you on a garden tour. Everything is large and lush. Look, I got all my raspberries out here. It's a tree. But I'm going to take you in it so you can see a peek at everything that's growing. Typically, I've done a few more tours before this time every year, but our satellite dish fried, so I've had no internet for several weeks. So I haven't taken basically any garden tours at all, so it's pretty huge. So let's just take a fun little quiet stroll through it so you can see everything before it gets even bigger. Got my lavender variegated sage, which if you've been with me for a while, you know this is one of my favorite plants. Look at it. I just love the colors. See the bee? Oh man. Let's see if we can pet him. Hey little guy, come here. There. Thyme, citronella lemon balm. These are the flowers I was so excited about, these toothache plants. Is that all they are? Is that all the flower is? The photos online were much better. It's okay. Got sunflowers here. This back here is my comfrey. Got basil in here. This is my tomato alley. We've got zinnias. I can't believe they're already popping up. Guys, I buy all these seeds at the dollar store. And if you can tell, those flowers are probably maybe about 2 foot tall. If you stick with me this whole season, they'll get over 6 foot tall. Some of them even get 7 foot. There's my rows of tomatoes. I've got lots of babies growing in here. Like this is a country taste tomato. A lot of these are. The country taste tomatoes are some of my favorite. I can a lot of these tomatoes. I make spaghetti sauces and stewed tomatoes because we eat a lot of tomatoes, and it's pretty much all of our tomato products for the year I grow here. Yeah. This right here is a giant pumpkin, and it has overtaken what I've got going on here, so I'm actually gonna have to remove it. But isn't it neat? Look how grand it is. These are sunflowers. If we can get a little peek inside there. Yeah, there's a little pumpkin growing. See, here's one that grew. It didn't get fertilized, so it's dying off. And that's what happens when you get volunteers. Sometimes they're not in the right spot, which this one isn't, so the stuff falls off. Oh, I can hear my husband and son. Here they come down the road on the four-wheeler. See them? My husband's off work this week. Today is actually our 15th wedding anniversary. There they go. 15 years we've been married today. Potatoes, asparagus, potatoes, carrots, zucchini, squash. These right here, I grew these mainly because of Jess at Roots and Refuge. But these are Aunt Molly's ground cherries, and these are pineapple ground cherries. First time growing them, never had them. I'm very excited. Look at this sunflower. It's already, y'all, this is my hand. So this thing is probably 6 foot 5 inches tall so far. And you can't, it's pretty tall. We have lilies in here. See these lilies? Oh, and I forgot too. I I have lilies in here as well. Right here. See how? This arch is usually what my loofahs grow up. And I've got, you don't have to have very many loofahs because they grow a lot. So I have my loofahs here. You can see how it's coming up. And they get like 30 and 40 foot runners. Loofahs going up. But on each side of my loofah this year, I planted some rattlesnake beans, which are like really long green beans. And I have them on all four. But over here, I also have a tromboncino zucchetta. And here's one forming down here. Let's get it, make sure it stays weaved in. But all of these plants will go over this archway. If you look back at some of my videos from last year, you'll be able to see it. It's incredible. Our borage. Look at this. These are all volunteers. I don't plant any of this stuff anymore. It all just comes back. I usually have a lot of corn through here, and I did plant my corn. I mean, obviously you can see it. But I planted it very late this year. It's rained a lot. I haven't really cared. And I had a lot of volunteer sunflowers. So I don't know if I'm going to be harvesting a lot of corn this year. I'm just kind of burnt out with it. I don't mind growing it. It takes up a lot of space. I probably get 20 ears, you know, which isn't a ton, but it's fun. But I just didn't feel like the struggle of it this year, I guess. But it's still there. Hopefully it grows. We'll get some stalks for fall decorations. This again is a giant, massive pumpkin. This thing should grow 75-pound pumpkins if I let it go to fruition. They're volunteers. Here's another one. I left them from last year hoping that we'd get volunteers, and we did. We've got, this is my butterfly weed. Oh look, there's some butterflies on it. Those are flittery type butterflies is what they're called. Hibiscus, lilies, sunflowers. Oh, it's just great. Basil, cucumbers. They're really finally starting to go. We've had so much rain here. Oh yeah, here's a little guy. Might be another one. Oh yeah, look, there's one. Some tomatoes. I got an elephant ear right here. I think this is called Dusty Miller. Rosemary, cannas. The cucumbers all and tomatoes go through these trellises. And it gets full. Typically it grows into the trees. My past videos, you can see that. You'll see it late this summer too. There's some more comfrey. Tomatoes. Let's see if I can get back here. I laid these little wooden, see, wooden stumps in my garden so I didn't have to stand on my plants' roots. But we've got hostas. Here's a new hosta from this year. Back there is a new hosta. Here's one. Oh, it's got a little flower on it too. And I would plant this stuff out in my yard, like out here. But we have a lot of deer pressure and nothing will make it, basically. Oregano, cabbage, broccoli. Let me step back out of here real fast. Okay, there's the broccoli. So I already harvested the broccoli. And what I do, they get heads in the center of them. And I cut the head off. So once I cut the head off, little shoots start growing out of this thing everywhere all summer. And they grow little tufts. You can keep these all year or until it freezes. And they will keep producing little sprouts of broccoli even after you've cut the center head off. So I usually leave them. I'll come out and pick these off for salads. It got really hot though, and a lot of it bolted, which is honestly fine. I think it's so pretty. The bees just love it. But it will be here. This will be in my fall garden because I will constantly cut little pieces of broccoli off of it. These are Brussels sprouts. I've never grown Brussels sprouts. I did it on a whim. My son brought home some seeds from their learning garden at school and was like, all right, let's do it. I think it's doing okay. They look all right. It looks like I've got small ones growing in here. Because see, the Brussels will grow from here. I don't really have any forming fully. Oh, these are definitely a little bigger on this one. See all the little nubs? Those will grow little miniature Brussels sprouts or mini cabbages. I've got some moss rose in here, lavender, my sunflower here and there growing through this. This is dianthus. It's already bloomed this year, but I cut it back so it should bloom again. There they go. Happy little family. Hope they're having fun. Back in the woods they go, a dad and his son. Oh, and there's the bunnies. I have 5 bunnies. Rita, Jelia, Hazel, she's the oldest one, Gloria, and Lightning Scratch. They're just hanging out. She's like, I'm gonna lay here. They're such a delight to have in my garden. We call this our fire pit area, even though we don't have a fire pit in it. We have portable fire pits and we bring them down if we need to. This is what I usually keep my tortoise taco in, inside sometimes. Or in the summer I put them out here. Gosh, there's a pink hibiscus. Here's a yellow one, it's about to close. But gosh dang, isn't that so pretty? I just love it. I love all my flowers. There they are again. Sorry if it gets a little bit loud. They don't know I'm filming a video. Here's my limequat. Look how much growth we've had on this baby. It's huge. And I've got a little zinnia growing in it that popped up. We're starting to get some flowers on it. Let's see if I can find one. Where was it? Oh, here we go. Sorry. Here it is. It's a little, will be a limequat at some point. All my peas are definitely done. I need to take those out. Plant some more green beans. This is mojito mint. There's a little rosemary right in there. This is an Ozark mountain pepper. Oh gosh, here, nasturtiums. These are green beans. So every year I grow a couple rows of green beans, and I usually do I think it's Blue Lake bush beans, which that's what these are. But this year I wanted to grow a purple bean. So this is a purple bean, but when you cook it, it turns green. It's supposed to be a bush bean. Obviously, it's not a bush bean. It started vining, so I had to rig up some kind of system here. If I would have known it was vining, I wouldn't have put it here, but it was supposed to be a bush, but here we are. So it's kind of neat though. They get little purple flowers. Those are all going to end up being little green beans. And these get white flowers. And they will end up being green beans. So I got 2 varieties here. It's kind of neat. Onions. I don't know. I hope they do well. They're growing decent. But again, just like last year, we've had so much rain that I don't know if they're going to get large bulbs. And even if they get small bulbs and I harvest them, last year they just rotted. It did not matter. They wouldn't dry. They rotted. So I'm hoping I don't have that problem. if I have that problem again this year, I really don't know the solution. Like, you can't really grow onions in flower pots. So these are all my peppers through here in front, and I also have a pepper tower over there, but we'll get to that. Sorry about the four-wheeler noise. Cabbages. I harvested one right there the other day, but they're excellent. These are Copenhagen market cabbages. This is my 3rd year growing cabbages, and this has been my best year. And I think it's because I grew them in this box. Number one, for whatever reason, growing them in this box, and I used to have covers over them, helped with pests. I only got one down there that had a bunch of pests on it, and I let it have it, and look, all the other ones are fine. I mean, look how big this baby is. It's huge. Like, huge. I mean, it's the size of a basketball. And then we got these other small ones that they're doing really well. I'm very impressed. And there's some peppers. More sunflowers right here in front of my house. Here's our asparagus. I established it somewhere else, but I had to move it. Potatoes, potatoes. These potatoes, once they all turn yellow and die off, I'll dump the bags and they'll be ready. Got some zucchini and squash. And then carrots. Oh, y'all, I made such a mistake with these carrots. I didn't take the metal cover off before they got too tall. See it? So now that the metal cover is still on my bed and all the carrots have gone through it, if I pull this cover off, it's gonna pull all my carrots right out of the soil. I don't even know if you can see any. No. I haven't been able to thin them the way that I want to. So I got a situation here. It's a mess. I think once I cut these cabbages here in the next week or so, this bed will be empty. And honestly, I think I'm going to replant it with some carrots because I don't know how to fix this. I'm just going to let it go. Maybe end up feeding it to the rabbits. These are radishes in the middle. They're done. They need to be pulled. They've already went to seed. See their pretty little white flowers? And then on either side of those are turnips. I don't even know. Oh yeah, see that big old turnip? Okay, y'all, I'm back. I don't really know what happened. I think my camera shut off and I kept recording. Y'all didn't even see it, but I got a turnip pulled out from that little hole in there. These are my son's favorite. I usually pickle them, or you can boil them and mash them up with some sour cream, maybe chives, just like you would maybe mashed potatoes. They're good though. Deer love them too. I've got, let me lay this right. Actually, I'll put it over by my lunch. These are my eggplants. They got definitely some flea beetle damage. I don't do anything about it because it doesn't seem to ever bother them, and they've never died before. Oh, man. Oh, hi, Daddy.
Hi.
All right, let's go down here and see what else we got going on. Here's my big elephant ear that my husband bought me that we planted in there. Isn't it pretty? And these leaves are like 2 foot. Lay my turnip down over here. I was getting ready to eat a mango and decided to film a video because it wasn't sunny and it was so peaceful out here. There's all the hanging baskets my son and I made earlier, and I showed this in a short earlier today, but I came out to water these and I found a little bird nest down in it. Right in there. Right in there is a bird nest with some eggs. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see them in there? pretty cool. And got lots of plants over here, but really the last small thing I have to show you is my wisteria. Look at it. This is year 4. And they said in 7 years it'll bloom. I've been growing it over the top of my, I don't know, whatever you'd call that thing, for 4 years now. And I bought a second one last year. Here she is. Can you see her? It's my second wisteria that I'm going to grow up this side. It'll take a little bit. This is more comfrey, of course. Marigolds. This is borage, just like in the other garden. I don't even know. Did you guys know that you can eat these little flowers? You can take them and pop them off and eat them, or put them in salads. They taste like little cucumbers. The bees love them. It's fun though. It's a tomato. More borage. There's just, I didn't plant anything in here this year. It all just kind of made a mess. And the one other thing we have out here are my morning glories. I plant these every year in the archway of my house that goes into our little fire pit area. There's the garden. It's almost to the top. This side always grows faster. I think it gets more sun. I don't know. Oh gosh, isn't it pretty? I did pink, purple, and blue this year. The only other really thing, it's not really a garden, I'm working on getting some irises set up. I forgot. These were given to me by a neighbor. He was going to throw them away, so I went ahead and planted them. They're 3 zebra grasses, and they're doing pretty decent. Right here, there's nothing here. This came with mint in it. I don't mind. I like the mint. Ooh, look. Oh, yes. I can't remember what this is called, but how neat. So, some plants or bugs create this foamy spores or something. My gosh, dang it. It escapes my brain. I can't remember, but there's a reason why this foam is on these plants. It's some kind of reaction, or looks like somebody spit on them, but it's not. It's natural. Dang it, I can't remember it. You're gonna have to Google it. Why do plants foam? I used to know. I can't remember. Dang it. So all along here, though, I planted a bunch of wildflowers. And I didn't know if they'd make it or not, but man, it looks just kind of like weedy mess right now, but hopefully they'll come to fruition as well. Man, I really hope so. It's a side view of my house. It's a very interesting house. I just got a new roof and gutters a couple of months ago, and I'm getting new shutters on all of them. All these windows, all the front ones, these nice big beautiful cedar shutters. Can't wait. Might make the place look just a little bit nicer, maybe. Here, we'll walk on the outside. This is what it looks like walking on the outside. I just love it. Oh, there's my little family. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Sorry there haven't been some earlier tours, but my satellite went out. We've just had so much stuff going on. And satellite is back up and running. And so we should be good to go for the rest of the summer, except for all the rain. Here, let me hold you up high. I'm very excited to see where everything goes this summer. Planted 2 new trees. Those are Alaskan weeping cedars. Well, thank you all so much for sticking with me and watching these videos and giving me grace. I really appreciate it. See you next time.